Hello, young man. I'm glad you're here to listen to my story. A story of struggle, of perseverance, and of overcoming the obstacles that once held me back. You see, I've been in your shoes before, feeling like I'm not good enough, like I'm a failure, and like I'll never be able to achieve my goals. But I'm here to tell you that those feelings are normal, and that you're not alone in this journey. As a young boy, I was consumed by the desire to be perfect. I wanted to be the best at everything I did, and I would stop at nothing to achieve it. I would spend hours practicing my martial arts skills, honing my detective skills, and studying the strategies of my enemies. But no matter how hard I tried, I could never seem to reach the level of perfection I had set for myself. And that's when the anxiety started to creep in. I would worry about making mistakes, about not being good enough, and about letting people down. I would lie awake at night, thinking about all the things that could go wrong, and all the things I could have done differently. And it was a vicious cycle, because the more I worried, the more anxious I became, and the more mistakes I would make. It was like I was trapped in a never-ending cycle of self-doubt and fear. But one day, something changed. I realized that I didn't have to be perfect. I realized that it was okay to make mistakes, and that it was okay to not have all the answers. I realized that being a hero wasn't about being perfect. It was about being brave, and about being willing to take risks. And that's when I started to let go of my perfectionism. And that's when I started to become the hero I am today. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but how did you do it? How did you overcome your perfectionism and your anxiety? Well, my friend, it wasn't easy. It took a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and a lot of self-reflection. But I'll tell you one thing, it was worth it. The first thing I did was to acknowledge my anxiety and my perfectionism. I recognized that they were holding me back, and that I needed to do something about it. I started to practice mindfulness, and to focus on the present moment. I stopped worrying about the future, and I stopped dwelling on the past. I learned to accept myself for who I am, and to accept my mistakes as a natural part of the learning process. The second thing I did was to set realistic goals for myself. I stopped trying to be perfect, and I started to focus on making progress. I set small, achievable goals, and I celebrated each success along the way. I learned to be kind to myself, and to be patient with my own progress. The third thing I did was to surround myself with people who supported me. I found mentors, friends, and allies who believed in me, and who encouraged me to be my best self. I learned to ask for help when I needed it, and I learned to accept feedback and criticism as a valuable tool for growth. And finally, I learned to practice self-compassion. I learned to be kind to myself, and to treat myself with the same kindness and care that I would offer to a friend. I learned to forgive myself for my mistakes, and to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Now, I know that this is a lot to take in, and I know that it's not going to be easy. But I want you to know that you're not alone in this journey. I want you to know that you have the power to overcome your perfectionism and your anxiety, and to become the hero you've always wanted to be. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to happen overnight. But with patience, persistence, and self-compassion, you can overcome anything. You can learn to let go of your perfectionism and to focus on progress, not perfection. You can learn to be kind to yourself and to treat yourself with the kindness and care that you deserve. So, my young friend, I want to leave you with a challenge today. I want to challenge you to let go of your perfectionism and to focus on progress, not perfection. I want to challenge you to be kind to yourself and to treat yourself with the kindness and care that you deserve. I want to challenge you to surround yourself with people who support you and to ask for help when you need it. And most importantly, I want to challenge you to be patient with yourself and to trust the process. Remember, becoming a hero is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a journey of growth, of learning, and of self-discovery. And it's a journey that takes time, effort, and perseverance. So don't give up, my friend. Don't give up, even when the road ahead seems uncertain, and even when the obstacles seem insurmountable. Because I promise you, the reward is worth it. The reward of becoming a hero, of making a difference in the world, and of living a life that truly reflects your values and your passions. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.